Put the suction ring, first of all, Dr. Hale's going to mark the center of the cornea. The pupil is not always necessarily in the center of your cornea, so he marks it. So when he does his lining up with the suction ring, there you go, you have a suction ring. This is a very gentle little suction ring that serves two purposes. Number one is to create a firm surface, because when the laser treats, the laser doesn't treat well on a soft tissue. So therefore it's like a balloon. If you squeeze a balloon, you have a nice firm surface. The other thing is that momentarily you see this lens that he's applying to his camera, to his microscope. He's going to connect it to that suction ring, and then it will flatten out. You'll see there you go. It kind of puts just a little flattening on the cornea, so we can do a flat circle in forming the flap. Now we have a little yellow green light up there. That means we've got good suction, we've got good contact, and now the laser will start the process. It'll start from the bottom of the screen right now, but that's really actually the top of her eye, okay? And it will put 60,000 bubbles, and it goes in a raster pattern on every raster that goes across. And that is kind of like separating tissue. And this has already been calculated before she came in, of course, on how much tissue you needed to lift. Now, if you look at the laser is trimming the edges now. Okay. And it leaves a hinge at the top. Now, and that flap is done. So when Andrea came in, and we did all the testing, she was sitting in a vertical position. And so all the testing is done in that vertical dimension. So when you lay down, your eyes rotate. It could be in a different direction. So therefore now the pattern and the treatment is set for a certain axis. So therefore if the eye is moved, now it has to find the contortion. Okay. Dr. Hale momentarily, when he does the treatment on the other eye, when he starts lifting the flap, he will lower the lights to capture that contortion. But prior to having that device on the laser, he had to do it manually, and he continues doing his markings in case the laser wouldn't pick up that contortion. Then he can make his adjustments. So there's always some backup systems. Now we're going to perform the flap on the second eye, same as earlier. There you go. There you go, nice. It's very pretty. It's like a kaleidoscope. Yeah. And there's no discomfort in this. It's just kind of a weird sensation when somebody's playing with your eyeball.
Yeah.
It's not something
so crazy.
And the ones that are accustomed to wearing contacts don't feel that there's that much unusualness to it. And this is seconds actually, so you can actually count it. It might be a full minute or so, but sometimes 45 seconds or so. And again, you'll see the laser at the end. Now, let's say Andrea freaks out and said, "Oh, I can't go through with this. I want to go home. I don't want to do this." She could go and nothing ever happened here, okay? The bubbles would escape, and it has not changed her vision, has not done anything. Dr. Hale has to manually proceed and lift the flap.
They're still changing, they told me.
Oh, yeah.
So they said I could do it, but they're like, "You're going to be in glasses in 2 years." I'm like, no.
No, not if you're going through this.
No.
No, you wait 3 years and then check it out again.
Yeah.
So there you go. Most of the bubbles are gone now, and that's okay. There's still some there. And you'll see momentarily he's going to, the first thing he'll do, that's the target that he'll line up in the center of the eye. And then first thing he'll do is take a circle marker and put ink circles on both sides, so when he puts the flap back in place, it's properly lined up.
Oh, okay.
They're just positioning her. And
are your eyes like bloodshot for a while after?
some more than others, depending on how sensitive they are, but there you go. I always say it looks like Mickey Mouse. But there's that blunt instrument. Remember I said the laser has already patterned the edges, so Dr. Hale just simply separates the edges. And then he'll take another blunt instrument, a flat, straight out, and just separate the tissue. There you go. Now we have a flap. He'll take a forceps and simply fold it out of the way. There you go. And that's where we're going to do the treatment on that surface. And so the flap serves as a contact lens. After the procedure, it gets put back over the treated area. He's going to totally, your camera won't see anything now because he's totally going to turn off the light. You will see the treatment though, the blue flashing light as soon as what it's doing right now, it's capturing the contortion and it's adjusting to that motion, to that axis. And it found the axis, so it stopped blinking, and now the laser will be activated. You'll see a blue flying spot, there you go. And that's the pattern that no two human being will ever be the same. It all looks the same, but it will never be. And if there's some astigmatism, that's also corrected at the same time. She had a fairly big prescription. Didn't she? Yeah, she was pretty nearsighted.
Mine's worse than hers.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, there you go.
And still getting worse.
Oh, my. Well, yeah, you got to make sure that's all.
Yeah.
Yes. There you go. This is Balance Salt Solution. That's the closest thing to your tears. And he floats the flap back in place, goes under the flap again, he will squirt some more fluid, and then he will take a little sponge and kind of squeegee a little bit of the cornea and remove some of the excess fluid from under. And then he'll take a fiber optic light and make sure that there's no creases, no defects in the. We send them home with pain pills. Some people will take too many pain pills and feel very ill the next day. The stomach, and you're throwing up.
I believe that.
Yeah. So there you go. That eye is done. No, we moved on to the second eye.
Yeah.
It looks like while we were chit-chatting. So the first eye's done. And the same process. It doesn't look like the suction ring caused her any redness. She has nice white sclera. There you go. As I told you, the pupil is never in the center. Look how off-center.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah. So sometimes people say, oh, that's not in the center. Well, you have to do in the center of the vision. And the vision is the pupil is the center of the vision. So you focus on that. You see how wide to the left her pupil is from the right. She may not even know that. So when you have, for example, when you have glasses made, that's when they take this, the PDF they call is the distance, because you have to put the prescription at the right spot. So you can't just put it in the center, because if her pupil is looking here and the prescription is there.
Yeah.
So they take all those measurements. There we go. That's the fascinating part, that will change your life. This moment here.
This little
this
minute.
little treatment.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. What made her decide to have it done?
I think she was just sick of wearing, well, she never really wore glasses, pretty much just contacts, but sick of wearing them, sick of paying for them,
Of course.
All that stuff.
And being as young as this is the time to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I think she's had them for probably close to 20 years.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Or, I mean, maybe not that long, but.
There we go, same process.
Plus, our friend came here last year or 2 years ago
is
or
that
something
right?
like that. Yeah.
That's infectious, there's no doubt.
I know, I wanted to come in right away.
Well, that's nice.